Look at any local coffee shop or car wash, and you'll find the exact same strategy: a paper card, a hole punch, and a promise the 10th one is free. We treat our entire customer base like one giant monolith, and then wonder why they disappear when a cheaper option opens across the street. The data on this is brutal. Over 80% of these generic reward and referral programs completely fail. The culprit is the relevancy gap. Businesses assume customers only care about scraping a few dollars off their bill, instead of offering specific, valued experiences that actually matter to them. Let's look at this quadrant chart, comparing effort and profitability. On the left side, we have standard transactional loyalty. This is where you rely on deep discount codes, which attracts bargain hunters. That transactional discounting model keeps you trapped right down here. You spend heavily to acquire a customer, give away your margins through generic discounts, and see very little long-term profitability. But if you put in the effort to build tiered structural loyalty, moving up to this top right quadrant, the lifetime value of those customers expands massively. Relying strictly on promotional giveaways actively damages your long-term margins. Worse, it trains your customers to only open their wallets when you run a sale. In retail and hospitality, the Pareto principle dictates the reality of your balance sheet. This distribution chart visualizes it clearly. Look at this tiny fraction on the left. Roughly 20% of your loyal customers are generating a massive 80% of your total turnover. Acquiring a brand new customer is expensive and getting harder every day. Keeping the ones you already have is exponentially cheaper. This brings us to a core economic concept called the retention multiplier. Here is how that math plays out in our loyalty tier upgrade simulation. If you can increase customer retention by just 5%, your overall profitability can scale by as much as 95% depending on your market. Loyalty marketing is a structural investment. You use it to rewrite the economics of your business. To capture that profit, you need the right architectural model. The first is high-frequency gamification. This model fits businesses that rely on high-volume, lower-ticket transactions. Think daily habits like grabbing lunch or picking up household essentials. Here, points act directly as a digital currency. The entire experience lives within a mobile app, where customers can easily track their status and redeem rewards at checkout. Mass-market retailers use this ecosystem to control foot traffic. They deploy extra point days or personalized app challenges to incentivize visits when they know operations are slow, effectively smoothing out demand. But there is a distinct trade-off. Running a seamless, gamified mobile ecosystem requires heavy, expensive upfront investment in tech infrastructure. Your business margins also have to be wide enough to absorb the cost of handing out frequent, smaller freebies without breaking a sweat. If you have the volume, gamification is an incredibly efficient way to rapidly build a massive digital database and exert direct control over your daily foot traffic. The second architectural model takes a different approach: experiential tiers. This is built for luxury retailers, fine dining establishments, and premium lifestyle brands. If you operate in this space, you know that slapping percentage discounts on your products degrades the perceived value of your brand. Instead, you gate non-financial perks behind specific status tiers. High-end department stores do this by offering their club members free clothing alterations, VIP styling sessions, and early access to major sales. The research backs this up. Non-financial, experiential rewards are actually 24% more effective than basic financial discounts at keeping customers engaged. The challenge here is operational. Delivering a flawless VIP experience across every physical and digital touchpoint requires intense, ongoing staff training. You can see this legacy in the travel industry. Major hospitality ecosystems use up to 6 progressive tier levels to lock in highly lucrative frequent corporate spenders. Experiential loyalty allows you to protect your premium margins. You replace cheap financial incentives with emotional, community-driven exclusivity. The third and final architectural model is paid subscription and utility. This model flips the traditional logic of membership. Instead of earning your way into rewards, customers pay an upfront fee to join a segmented group with immediate benefits. Members pay an upfront fee to unlock immediate, high-value utility. That usually looks like unlimited free shipping, expedited delivery, or extended return windows. The engine driving this is the psychological concept of sunk cost. Because members have already paid the entry fee, They spend roughly twice as much and order significantly more often just to justify their initial investment. The barrier to entry here is immense. If the immediate utility you offer isn't blatantly obvious and highly valuable, adoption will completely stall. But when it works, paid subscriptions turn loyalty from a secondary reward system into a standalone, revenue-generating product. Let's look at this decision tree to match the correct structural architecture to your specific business model. It all starts with one question: what is your primary brand offering? If you rely on high volume and daily habits, abandon the paper cards. Route your resources down this path into a mobile gamification ecosystem. If your focus is premium or lifestyle, keep discounts away from your brand. Follow this branch and gate your best perks behind VIP experiential tiers. And if your business solves frequent, high-friction pain points for your customers, explore the paid subscription model to lock in their loyalty. Mismatching these models, like handing out cheap discount coupons at a luxury boutique, creates that relevancy gap we discussed earlier. It is the fastest way to destroy your program. You can only unlock that 95% profit multiplier if you stop treating all of your customers equally. Competitors who rely purely on SEO or paid ads are stuck constantly buying transient traffic. By setting up private online accounts and segmenting your rewards, you create a protective moat around your best buyers that those competitors simply cannot cross. View loyalty marketing as a structural investment in your customer lifetime value. This architecture is the most effective way to secure the long-term economics of your brand.